What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for tuning in. We're going to get started on today's pre-market watch list. So for sure on the watch is going to be MRNA. They just got some news regarding vaccine stuff. It squeezed all the way to a high of 218. 218 is long-term trending resistance, which I'll show you right now. So we go to the 4-hour chart, 180-day right there. Boom, boom, bing, top, 218, that's resistance. As you can see, that's where it stopped pre-market. We're selling down. The current target on the downside for this move is 199. If it goes to 199 right now, it's probably going to bounce a little bit. But for now, we're going to be bearish MRNA going into the open. It seems very unlikely that the stock is going to continue running to the upside after selling off at 218 and being over 3 deviations on the day. So we're going to be bearish on MRNA going into the open for right now. So basically short, okay? Other stocks that we're keeping an eye on are SIEB. Maybe not so much. It's sold off quite a bit, so it's losing a little bit of its bullishness. But SIEB was a really good mover pre-market, both on the long side and on the short side. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Today, the stock VIVE was a penny stock that popped up. It's probably going to get sold into, so we might be actively bearish on this stock going into the open for the day. There's really not a whole lot of analysis I should do on this anyways. Next one is CATB. CATB is another interesting one that's probably going to be a short. I already lost money on it today. It's been pretty much a pain in the ass to trade. So depending on how it sets up and how it moves closer to the open, we might be bearish on this. But so far it's been really annoying to trade with the spread, how the market makers are kind of jumping the stock. It was really annoying to trade. So may or may not trade CATB for the time being, but we are definitely going to be keeping close tabs on it for right now. All right, something else we should touch on is silver. So I am no longer heavily invested in silver. I have a little bit, but silver is priming up and it does look like it's trying to break out again. I've tried to get silver to break out here, so I failed twice. And we might be trying to do it again. Right now, we're at resistance. This white line is resistance, but if the market successfully crosses through, you're going to see silver explode up to about 28.75. And again, I was wrong here, and I was wrong here. Maybe this time is the one it goes. But essentially, the way you go about this is buy the dip up to this level, hope that it breaks out. You're really not supposed to buy at this level. I mean, you can. It's a little bit more high risk, but because you're right at the previous resistance top. So again, if it doesn't hold, you'll go into a pullback. But either way, this is looking pretty good. It looks very strong. We had a nice consolidation here that jumped out. So right now, silver probably more on the long side, hoping for it to break out. Okay. Something else we should touch on is probably the SPY. So SPY's been kind of selling down past couple days, but if you follow the channel, we told you that we're basically coming into long-term trending support. So this whole bottom zone that you're seeing, that is long-term trending support. Right now, the target on the way back up for the bulls to gain control of the market and put the bears back on defense is going to be over $380.18 for right now. So essentially the way that you would read this market is the market on the S&P 500, it cracked below its 180-day 4-hour trend, which is this chart, sold all the way down to, looking at the right chart now, the long-term daily chart support trend. So again, we broke 4-hour trend to sell off to daily chart trend, and now we're getting bought up off the daily chart trend. So unless the stock market is truly meant to crash, the likelihood, unless the stock market is truly meant to crash, then we're not going up. But if we're just going to stay in the same kind of market we have been, we should bounce back up, probably closer to $380 on the S&P 500. Okay? All right, and then last stock we're going to touch on is NEO, because NEO put in a pretty good day yesterday, and we are recommending being long on it yesterday, I believe. So we're still bullish NEO here. We gapped down today. We filled the gap. Right now, NEO target back up on the day is probably closer to $60.24, at least for now, unless there's some other target I can grab. Yeah, so on the intraday, we're probably trying to move back up to 60. And overall, the markets on NEO are probably trying to get back up to 64.88 for right now. So again, our price target right now, NEO, is back up to like 60.24 on the day minimum, I think, and then overall back up to about $65. And that's really going to cover today's watch list. Pretty quick, pretty simple. Hope you guys learned something new. With that being said, I will see you guys on the next video. Everybody, take care.